Broke that up very early. The young lady from Long Beach, California, junior. So interesting matchup. This entire series has been interesting. Naomi fields it, throws in time, and there's out one in the top of the fridge. California batting .315. She too has struggled in this series. Quite honestly, they do in 1989. Working on that one to come back right to Maxwell. Throw easily enough. Batting .407, 3 for 8 with a run. She had a really good first day. Now, and Caitlin Carwile back from that nose injury on Friday makes the catch. 0-0 in Stillwater. This is Big 12 now on ES. Naomi is the 3-hole, followed by Wart. Carwile back.
The face of the team moving forward, so she's got to rise, the drop a curve.
Strikeouts. Pitched 154 pitches in 8 innings of relief. And there's ball 4. Good start for Rachel Becker, and that streak that you just a freshman batting .375. She's 3 for 7. The shortstop and unable to hang on to it is Tobin. Took a hop in the series, a couple of RBIs, and you can see she's holding that right 95 with runners in scoring position. She hits that one deep. Quick start for Oklahoma State. It's 3-0. Gets that one over the left field wall for her 8th home run of the season.
She's able to do quite a few different things. Shows bunt and then comes back and hits enough to get Naomi off balance, and you can see.
And she got her 8th home run of the season, and she's been out of Frisco, Texas, batting .392, 1 for 8 in this.
Pressure to be perfect at this point.
And certainly what a catch in center field. Wilson with the wheels makes the catch. And now to bring up Caitlin Carwile as the Cowgirls welcome her. And Carwile will turn that double, and the Cowgirls are on, and we may already have a few changes here for Baylor. She had 1 inning of work yesterday, had 3 batters, and
batters have been aggressive this game, swinging at that first pitch.
For any pitcher that faces the Cowgirl batters.
Well, I think the key for pitchers on Baylor's team.
Win has them set up for an RBI situation, 2 for 7 on the distance. And will score 1. Oh, they hobbled by Wilson, and then Caitlin Carwile.
Win putting up a tremendous battle, gets that ball straight, which gives Caitlin Carwile the ease.
7 RBI on the season.
Caught all 11 innings on Friday.
And Casey West trying to help her team get out of this jam. That one's outside, and it's not outside. It is
just enough.
Yep. Batting .224, 1 for 7 on the series, and a couple of RBI. And the force out at third. Good job over there by batting .333 this season. That one is hit, and the catcher Tuck doesn't even flip them. Steps in, batting .333. Looking for her first hit of the series early this morning, working on how they want to handle that. And that man Factor is there. Great job by Factor again. Everybody's fighting to win.
That see the ball truly. When you're playing left field, that ball is always spin.
Pass Becker into right field. Carwile will hold that to a single, and there's.
And so far, Watson and then Pyle.
Pitcher out of Liberty, Texas. Just a sophomore, batting .250, and she's one department. And there's a strikeout. So after a single of the second inning. As we continue from Stillwater, this is Big 12 now on ESPN.
The winning side of it, as far as, he's not learning a lot.
Pitcher West not there in time. Becker uses it to reach safely with the bunt single.
Recognized that and moved her bat up in the strike zone.
So she reaches. Starter off, who's 1 for 1 with that 3 RBI total and that home run. RBI from a year ago. And that one's hit to the second baseman pylon, and there's out number 2 for the Cowboys. Marks batting .355 with runners in scoring position to right. across the outfield, and that's the glove of Hot, and the Cowgirls will score. So an Army, and they're going to call that. So the Cowgirls with a 5-0 lead in the bottom of two gone. And there's ball 4.
Plays those routine things play such a big part.
That one, a great job by McDonough, who's in for West at third. 5-0 at Cowgirl Stadium here in Stillwater. 2 in this particular series. That one is wild right there for it, though.
Since moving to the front of the board, our interactions.
There's one hit softly to Kylie Naomi.
Back on that bunt situation with Bloodworth coming the bunt down on that side.
You know, we talked about Wilson. She actually 35 times leading back to last season, but she will not reach. And the Cowgirls have a 5-0 lead. It's the bottom of the third in Stillwater.
That seems to be one she can go back to get a strike if she needs to.
And that one is foul tipped into the glove of Collazos for the. Speaking of good catchers, Taylor Tuck, the catcher for the Cowgirls, struck out her. Now West, and it ticks over to Tobin, and Tobin is able to get it off the Carroll. Jumping out early and here, but that's going to be caught by Watson. So maintain a 5-0 lead. This is Big 12 now on ESPN.
He wouldn't have the wins.
Spent one season as a head coach of all the injuries and things, and hits one into right field, and first leadoff base runner of the ball game. Bunt. And Alan Carwall charges in and holds Tobin at second. Was right down the middle, and Hot is 0 for 1 today. Guys coming into the weekend, and she pops that one up, and that's exactly what you talked about. That, you know, John Barfeld is. If we see that front foot in the corner,
they're going to get you every time. You just have to
flare out to Kylie Naomi, and two themselves a chance as Presley Pylon, the second baseman, 1 for 1 with a single.
She sees some green. There's a possibility
but
that Baylor scores a run.
Another pop out and the top of the 4th. It's 5-0. Cowgirls lead the Baylor Bears in Stillwater, Oklahoma. Well, it's a shutout right now for Oklahoma State. They lead at 5 on about 4 walks. So they're almost their entire output coming in that 1 inning. Is in the first inning, had the single in the second inning, and going to ground out here in the 4th inning. 0 for 2, reached on an error, didn't have the strikeout as well. Still batting .361. Enough at bats here for Baylor just to give Oklahoma State too many opportunities, and there's another walk. Up the team out is Kylie Naomi, 1 for 2. That big home run, better to handle the elements, and they certainly feel like they did. As that one is going to be a caught stealing. Here's the 3-2. That one is popped, and she makes the play. So the 4 still lead at 5-0. This is Big 12 now on ES. An indictment on Iowa State. It's more of a compliment to where Patty Gass signaled 3-1. I think it's actually 2-1. Nope, he called it 3-1.
Let's see if in the sacrifice opportunity, if Bauer gets the ball down.
Well, Kilfoyle pitched. Makes sense that she might have an opportunity to come in as Bauer and Strain with an opportunity here, and that hits her.
Jeez.
Man, Kelly Maxwell.
It's not really going for the out at home plate if the ball stays in the infield.
Trying to get the strikeouts, has issued 16 walks, 55 innings pitched. She threw 8. And they get the force, and the Cowgirls RBIs. She's got a couple of opportunities out there for right now with 1 gone, but she starts out.
Ball before it breaks too much into the ground.
And there's a play, and Wart tried throw, and she's obviously 1 step ahead of herself there.
Yep, definitely. Bases still.
Scored to run on the error. She has looked fine here. There's an off-spin for Yazos. She could have swung 3 times on that. Very good about your last couple of inning opportunities. Hot 0 for 2 today. Batting cleanup. And there's a 3rd strike call. That's a big strikeout right there in the count. And they lead it 5-1 at Cowgirl Stadium. Big 12. It was somewhere in the between.
Somewhere in between, exactly. Oklahoma State, they can turn it around at any point.
There's a big cut and a strikeout for Wark. So Casey Webb, Caitlin Carwile, 1 for 1 today. Double run, batting .390.
Can just gather it all up, and then there's going to be players that, you know, don't want as much information and are maybe strength. But here's the thing is, you know, some people can't hit that outside pitch, but the
for sure.
Yeah.
Cheyenne Factor, the center fielder. Carwile will go from first to third. 1 for 2 today. Had that single and a strikeout. West delivers, and that one right down the line. And they try. Cowgirls will run up, and they will get her as she goes.
OU was playing Iowa State, and they ended up with 2 runners on third base.
They don't know. I have no clue. 1 to the pitcher, Casey West, and makes the throw. And so it's 5-1. We go to the top of 6. This is Cowgirl. And a 5-1 lead here today as Watson popped it out. And that foul. Wark let it go and wisely
didn't get it before it goes out of bounds and make the
play. And another Carroll. Another great play. Twice. Applied it to Glenn Moore's challenge, and I think it was. Oh, that one is terrific play in the outfield by a center fielder. Both teams.
That's why she's there. She comes up with those big plays.
Casey West started the day at the 1-2. That Kilfoyle makes the play, makes the throw. It's in time. At Cowgirl Stadium in Stillwater. Batting .387.
Out for the season, and Govan is injured. And that was supposed to be the 3rd pitcher they were bringing in as just, yeah.
And it's just going to have to be a piecemeal combination of those 3 as Becker has not given up an earned run today. Double play, it is. Boy, you don't see Becker hit into a deep. Scotland David got it. Is going to hit one to third base, and McDonough is in. Baylor able to get that run in the 5th, and it's been 5-1 and a walk. The designated player win of the season, and that gloves on it, shuffles, throws. Wark has it, 4 out 1. Televised game, so strain outer.
Yeah.
And you could tell she wasn't right, and immediately was grounded out to the shortstop. 3 straight hit to Bloodworth, and that's how this one is going. Give up the 1 run. Otherwise, we're looking at basically another shutout. And for the Cowgirls, they are 3. Now you got to regroup and find a way to just move past a tough weekend. All the way around by both teams, but the Cowgirls win it by a final of 5-1. For Allie McCutcheon, I'm Casey Kendrick.